A chance meeting of witchcraft. The bell above the coffee shop door chimed, a gentle announcement of my arrival. The aroma of roasted beans and cinnamon hung in the air, a comforting prelude to a peaceful afternoon. I scanned the room, my gaze falling upon a figure tucked away in a corner booth. She was a woman of striking presence, adorned in flowing, earth-toned fabrics that hinted at a life lived closer to nature. A silver pendant, intricately carved with what I recognized as a Celtic knot, rested against her collarbone. She held a steaming mug, her eyes closed as if savoring not just the warmth of the coffee, but the very moment. I found a small table near the window, the afternoon sun casting dappled patterns on the polished wood. I ordered my usual, a simple black coffee, and settled in, intending to lose myself in a book. But my attention kept drifting back to the woman. There was an aura about her, a quiet strength that drew me in. She looked up then, her eyes, a surprising shade of deep violet, meeting mine. A small, knowing smile touched her lips, and I felt an unexpected warmth spread through me. She gestured for me to join her. Hesitantly, I gathered my book and coffee and approached her table. "Please," she said, her voice a low, melodic hum. "Join me. It's a lovely day for conversation, wouldn't you agree?" I sat down, a little flustered. "It is," I managed. "I just thought I'd have a quiet afternoon." She chuckled softly. "Quiet afternoons are often the most eventful. My name is Ilara." "I'm Alex," I replied, extending my hand. Her grip was firm, her skin surprisingly cool. "Alex," she repeated, her violet eyes studying me with an intensity that was both unnerving and captivating. "I sense a restlessness in you, Alex. A yearning for something more, something different." I blinked, taken aback. "I'm not sure what you mean." "You feel it, don't you?" she pressed gently. "The mundane rhythm of everyday life. The predictable. There are other currents, Alex, flowing beneath the surface of what you perceive." I found myself leaning forward, drawn into her words. "What kind of currents?" "The currents of magic," she said, her voice dropping to a near whisper. "The unseen energies that shape our world, that connect all living things. You have a sensitivity to them, Alex, though you may not have recognized it yet." I scoffed, a nervous laugh escaping me. "Magic? That's a bit far-fetched, isn't it?" Ilara's smile widened. "Is it? Think about the moments in your life that felt inexplicable. The coincidences that seemed too perfect to be mere chance. The times you felt a strong intuition, a gut feeling that proved to be right. Those are the whispers of magic, Alex." She picked up a sugar packet from the table, her fingers tracing the edges. "Tell me, Alex, have you ever felt a deep connection to nature? To the trees, the stars, the earth beneath your feet?" I thought about my childhood, spent exploring the woods behind my house, the hours I'd lost watching the clouds drift by. I always loved being outdoors. It always felt right. "Exactly," Ilara affirmed. "That is your spirit recognizing its kin. I am a practitioner of the old ways, Alex. I work with these energies, I listen to the whispers, and I help others to hear them too." My mind reeled. This was not the quiet afternoon I had envisioned. "You mean, like spells and potions?" "Not quite like the stories," she said, her gaze steady. "It's about understanding the interconnectedness of things. About intention, energy, and the power of nature. It's about seeing the world with eyes that are open to its hidden wonders." She reached into a small pouch at her side and produced a smooth, dark stone. She placed it on the table between us. "Hold this, Alex." I hesitated, then picked up the stone. It was cool to the touch, but as I held it, a subtle warmth began to emanate from it, spreading up my arm. I felt a strange tingling sensation, as if a dormant part of me was awakening. "What is this?" I asked, my voice hushed. "It's a piece of obsidian," Ilara explained. "It absorbs negative energy, but more importantly, it amplifies your own inherent energies. Focus on it, Alex. Feel its connection to the earth, and then feel your own connection to it." I closed my eyes, doing as she instructed. I pictured the stone, its darkness, its solidity. I imagined roots reaching down from it, anchoring it deep within the earth. Then I tried to feel my own roots, connecting me to the same source. A sense of peace washed over me, a feeling of belonging I hadn't realized I'd been missing. When I opened my eyes, Elara was watching me with that knowing smile. You feel it, don't you? The pulse of the world, and your place within it. I nodded, speechless. This is just a glimpse, Alex, she continued, a taste of what is possible. You have the potential to do so much more, to understand so much more. I can guide you, if you are willing. The offer hung in the air, heavy with possibility. My predictable life, my quiet afternoons, suddenly seemed so small. The world Elara spoke of, the world of magic and unseen energies, was both terrifying and exhilarating. What would I have to do, I asked, my voice barely a whisper. Learn, she said simply. Open your mind. Be willing to see beyond the ordinary. It won't always be easy, but it will be profoundly rewarding. I looked at the obsidian stone in my hand, its warmth now a comforting presence. I looked at Elara, her violet eyes reflecting a wisdom that spanned centuries. The coffee shop, the mundane setting, faded into the background. A new path was unfolding before me, a path I had never imagined, and for the first time I felt a true sense of purpose. I'm willing, I said, and as the words left my lips, I felt a subtle shift, a realignment of my very being. The quiet afternoon had indeed been anything but. It had been the beginning of everything,